ハグしようとして相手がその気が全然なくて恥ずかしかったです。じゃあ今日楽しかった。
温泉に入って人前で裸になるのが恥ずかしいってことです。
初めて、例えば会社の人とか一緒に行ったそこ結構恥ずかしいですよ。だって一緒に仕事するし、裸するとき見るでしょ。見ちゃうよ。
流すボタンを押そうとしたらビデのボタンを押して、
どんな感じになったんですか？
もうびっくりしてで一応座ってたけど、うわ何これって立ってびっくりしてでまたバーッ
今日は外国人が日本で恥ずかしかった経験について話してみるよ。
Let's find out!
こんにちは、全人類と友達になるところのがミスターウキです。そして
ポルです。
花です。
ボイです。今日のテーマは外国人が日本で恥ずかしかった経験。
I don't want to relive these embarrassing moments in my life. Can we not do this?
あ、ダメです。参加してください。もう皆さんね、日本来て長いじゃないですか。
全然。
昨日来ました。
そう。
同じ飛行機で。
そのギャグ全然面白くないよ。
面白いの。
何年も 4,5 年も住んでるわけですよ。もう最近ではあんまりなくなったとは思うんだけど、日本来たての時に自分の国の文化と日本の国の文化が違って、ちょっとこう気まずかったり恥ずかしかったことが結構あると、みんなにそれを聞いていこうと思います。それでは行ってみましょう。
Oh no!
最初に聞く人、
ハグしようとして相手がその気が全然なくて恥ずかしかったです。
I've been there and done that. Remember when we all tried to hug Fuji and he's like, whoa,
Don't hug me!
don't hug me, please. It is not in my bunka.
日本人はよく外国人だっていうことを考えながら接してくれることが多いので、握手を期待してたら私がハグしてめちゃくちゃなんか
最初、初対面の人ですってなるわけでしょ。で、ルーマニアから来たわけよね。あの時のアナちゃんは、可愛かったアナちゃんね。で、
今可愛くないってこと？
今は綺麗なアナちゃん。これ今日楽しかったね。僕が日本人だとして。
じゃあ今日楽しかった。
相性悪いね。2回目はないっていうことですね。
みんなの国全部ハグする？
しません。
マレーシアはないよね。
ない。
I pretty much hug my friends, yeah.
Yeah, you're friends for sure.
Friends.
Yeah.
そうなんや。
Well, if you meet someone for the first time, you won't.
まあ初対面しない。
Some people are like, I'm a hugger man, so just bring it in. Alright.
It depends.
Yeah.
プロだったらハグね。
Yeah.
ルーマニアとじゃあアメリカ、カナダって比べたときに、ルーマニアの方がハグ率が高いってこと？
と思います。
あ、そうなんや。もうその初対面で今日楽しかったねくらいの人でも、おいっつってハグする。
あとハグだけじゃなくてほっぺでもキスする。異性でも同性でも。
それどうなる？日本人の時最初。
それぐらいはしないだろうとは分かったんだけど、ハグはするでしょう。なんか当たり前すぎてさ。一応ね、ルーマニアではほっぺでキスしない派の人も少ないけどいるから。
そうなんや。ハグはも
うなんか当たり前すぎてさ、しないのってめっちゃカルチャーショックでした。
僕いまだにアナとハグする時ちょっとだけ緊張するの。いや分かる。だって日本人をハグする、その女性の人とハグする文化がないから、この右手どうしたらいいの？でトントンってやっていいのか、こうってやっていいのか、これどっちなの？
It depends how close you are. Like if I don't know that person that well, then it's just like fine. I've been like tapped before, but like if you're really close, like you go in, like you aim here for like the waist, or then they aim for like over your head like this. I mean, especially if you're a girl to a guy.
Yeah.
And like like that. You know,
Yeah.
that's it. It's like, oh, good to see you.
Oh.
It's not like.
It's not sensual, yeah.
No, it's just like, hey, yeah, okay, hey, like, good to see you. All right, like, nice seeing you. It's very like a light hug, not like.
Yeah, it's like short time too.
Yeah, like this is only appropriate to do with your lover or your dakimakura pillow. That's it. That's the only appropriate time. But a casual hug is like, okay, bring it in. That's it.
1個目は初対面でのハグどうしていいかわからなかった次
Onsen first time.
温泉入るの
Yes.
First time.
Going for the onsen for the first time because, well, in America you don't really have a naked culture as opposed to like a naked beach. I mean, there's people who go to a naked beach. I'm not the kind of person to do that. Or you would go to like a Korean spa. But you can find onsens everywhere inside of Japan. And then when I went in, I was like, oh, I can just go in my swim trunks, right? No. I have to show my goodies to everybody while I only have like a towel as big as my hand to cover up what is right here, right? And if I'm going there with like my buds for the first time and I've never seen them naked in my life before for the like 20 or so years I've lived my life, I'm gonna be embarrassed. I don't want to see that, you know?
温泉に入って人前で裸になるのが恥ずかしいってこと
Yes, yes, indeed.
恥ずかしかったみんな。
いや、なんていうね、知らない人だったらまだ、まあちょっとマシだけど、初めて、例えば会社の人とか、一緒に行ったそこ結構恥ずかしいですよ。だって一緒に仕事するし、裸するときに、見るでしょ見っちゃうよ
Yeah, yeah.
みんなの国には裸になって同性でこう一緒な空間を過ごすみたいなことがない。
ない。
It's hardly there. No, I can't. No.
確かにな、初めて行くときにめっちゃ緊張しますね。どうします？これ本当に脱ぐ？僕の他に見て、あれ？みんな脱いでるよ。どうしよう？脱ぐか？脱ぐ
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I think the biggest hurdle to get over, it's like you're saying, Paul. If you go, for example, by yourself to onsen for the first time, it's just all strangers. So it's like whatever. I'm not going to see these people again, so it's okay. But it's one thing to go with like your coworkers, and I think the worst is to like go with your friends that you've known like your whole life.
Yes, that's the
Like you're
worst.
saying,
That's the
like
worst.
because when I was growing up in Japan, I went to onsen all the time, so it was okay for me, right? But then I had my friends come visit me a few years ago, and we went to the onsen together. And all of a sudden, I'm with my friends I've known in Canada for like 15 plus years. So now, even though I'm in Japan, I'm in Canada in some weird way because I'm with my friends, right? And so all of a sudden, it's like kind of like a world change kind of thing where it's like, oh no, this is the onsen. I know I have to take my pants off, but I'm with my friends, and like, what do I do? And so even though I'm so used to going to the onsen, now I'm in front of my friends, like hesitating, like, oh no, do I have to take my pants off? And it's just, it's really weird, because like, you don't want to see your friends butt naked, right? Like, it's okay, it's one thing if you make friends in Japan, and you go to the onsen together in Japan, that's fine, right? Because that's like the standard. But if you know your friends for like however long in America, Canada, wherever, and you go to the onsen together, and you're like, it's your dick.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like the first 5-minute hurdle is the hardest. Yeah. But then after like the first 5 minutes, I started like doing more things with my friends. I'm like, you know what, man? Since we see each other naked, we just gotta hug it out. And they immediately ran from me. Yeah. They immediately ran from me.
Maybe that's the thing, right? It's like going into the cold bath. You can't just like tiptoe your way in. Yeah. You gotta just go in all the way.
Exactly.
日本来た時は結構ちょっと恥ずかしい気持ちあったと思うけど、今はどんな感じ？
普通に入るよ。
全然 OK。
てか裸の方が良くない？なんなら。
もちろん。
気持ちいい。
もうみんな日本人。
In your birthday suit.
Right.
You know that term, birthday suit? Yeah, that's what they call it.
生まれたままの。
Yes! There you go!
Here, I think onsen can help with body dysmorphia, because you get more used to like being just naked, just yourself, and like sometimes they would also have mirrors in the onsen around as well, and you also see other people without the clothes that they put on that makes them everything like look better and like fancy and everything. So you realize, oh, my body does actually look normal.
Yeah. You see what the average person looks like in onsen and realize, okay, no, it doesn't matter what the
Yeah.
magazines and what people on TV look
Yeah.
like. This is what normal people look like.
Yeah, exactly. It was okay that I ate 3 Big Macs yesterday.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
not too bad.
It's an equalizer. There you go.
はい、ということで温泉に行った時恥ずかしいでした。はい、次
Hi.
お願いします。
Yelling すいません at a restaurant.
You know,
Maybe,
like,
maybe to you it's okay.
確かに
excuse me!
Excuse me. Yeah.
どういうこと yelling?
In the West, right, in Canada at least, you go to the restaurant and say you want to order, you don't just flag them down. You don't yell, すいません! You don't say, excuse me. That's kind of like, you wait your turn, buddy. You know, it's a very rude thing to do to just yell, すいません, or to yell, excuse me.
Yeah, I treat my eyes like a sniper and I look at them. I look at them. I look at them, and then my hand goes up until we lock eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then she looks at me, and I go,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then they come over to help me.
Or they just come. You have to wait to take your order.
Yeah.
いやもうじゃあウェイターじゃなくて客がウェイターになるってこと
まあ、そうですね。そうですね。
We are waiting on the waiters.
Yeah, waiting on the waiter.
Yeah.
And so, I think because people who grow up in the West, they're so used to that, and they come in Japan, and the server will say to you, like, oh, when you decide, please call us, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, and then like during any kind of restaurant setting, they always have a time where you're in the middle of eating, and then the waiter or waitress comes over. How's everything tasting?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they always do that. So like that's the time that people have time to answer, to ask them any question, because they know that the waiter's gonna come around. Oh, how's everything tasting? Good. Can we get some napkins, please?
まあ欧米ではウェイターを呼ぶときにどうするんだったっけ
普通に呼ばないですよ。
呼ばない
呼ばない呼ばない
呼ばないエスパーテレパ
No,
シ
you
ー
look at the hand. The hand's raised up in the air.
手は上げていい
Yeah,
しかし声は出してはいけない
that's kind of rude.
これもしない、してない
これ
方がいい
もしたらあんま良くない
気がする。
Oh, I do it. I do it.
Oh, you do it.
まあバイロンは
In my experience, at least, you get the menu, you look at it, and then when you decide, you close it and you just wait. and then it's the server's responsibility to look at the tables to see if they're still looking. And
They
so,
wait on the table.
yeah, yeah.
もしそれでお願いしますとかって言ったらどんな気分になるウェイターは
It depends on the person, I guess, right, and how you call them. But it seems to me, just calling, excuse me, or something, it's kind of like, what do you want, kind of thing. Not really, not really like that, but it's kind of like impatient. It kind of gives like an impatient kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like, you think I'm not doing my job properly? Is that why you're
Right,
calling
right.
me so rude?
もうなんかその呼んだだけでちょっto攻撃的な感じに
Yeah.
見えるんや
Yeah. And so it kind of doesn't make any sense, right? Because especially because there's tipping involved. So you should be able to call them when you're ready because you're giving them so much money in a tip that you should be able to do whatever you want. No, but you should be able to call them when you're ready, right? But instead, like you were saying, you have to wait on the waiter, right?
20代中盤になるまで外国ではこうやってって呼ぶかと思って
それはお金持ちの人
Yeah. If you have like a personal butler or something like that. Now, Winston, please come here. And he'll, what will be, sir?
普通にやったらすごいルードな失礼な感じになる
Right. Don't do that in Kaigai, okay? Don't do
And so that's why, in Japan, calling すいません is totally 普通でしょ right? And so, when people come here for the first time, they go, oh, I had to call for them?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bit embarrassing. You feel really kind of like icky doing that, I think.
今はどう慣れた
I still like, すいません. That's how I call. I don't go like, すいません. I go like, すいません. Like that.
I just
It's
go,
just a
"Oi!"
very 普通の
レストランですいませんと叫ぶが恥ずかしいでしたは
難しい。
い次
はい
バリン。
ニックネームを説明しないといけないっていうこと
あ
です僕の名前はなんでポルと呼んでるのかまだわからないと思いますけど実は名前は別の名前があってポルはただのニックネームです
本名が場合によって発音しにくいから
そう
たまにポールで
そうよく理解してくれるな嬉しい
日本はニックネームって考え方がないけどアジアのいくつかの国の人って自分の名前の他にニックネームを作る人いるよね
いる
Yeah. There's a lot of like Korean Americans and a lot of
Oh, yeah,
Asian
yeah.
Americans who choose a name from a book and then they go to the States. Yeah, they choose a name. Oh, I like this name. Peter, Bob, and then they go to the States.
ポールっていうニックネームを自分でつけた。
いや、おばさんつけてくれた。まあ、いつも自己紹介してる時に悩んでて、まあ、いつもまあ自分の名前言って、まあ、ポール呼んでもいいよって言ったけど、みんなどうして名字ですかって聞かれたら、自分の名前の説明しないといけないんですよ。
あ、そういうこと。
Yeah, I
毎
remember
回
that
毎
same
回。
problem. Yeah.
毎回毎回。
Yeah. Yeah.
あ、それがちょっと気まずいんや。
そうどうしてって、呼びにくいから呼んでくださいっていつもそう言うけど
マレーシアの人ってみんなニックネーム持ってる？
まあ全部じゃないですけど基本持ってますね。
ポールは中華系のマレーシア人だから中国語の名前を持ってるよね。
持ってます。
英語系の名前でポールって言ったら呼びやすいよねっていうのはマレーシアの時からその名前で言ってる。
でもありますね。友達とか、そういう名前で呼ばれるのが結構あるんで。
小学校の頃からポールって呼ばれるってこと？
小学はそういう小学はまだかなと思う。多分中学から日本来る前に一回も聞かれたことないんですよ。どうしてポール呼ばれるのって聞かれたことないんです。
マレーシアでも
香港でも中国に行っても日本来てからみんな聞く。
日本人としてはそのニックネームって考え方がなくて、あだ名はあるよ。でもあだ名って自分の、まあ基本的には名前とか行動から来てるみたいな感じ。しかも一つのコミュニティで一つのあだ名で、別のコミュニティ移ったら別のあだ名で呼ばれててもおかしくないけど、ニックネームってもう自分で一個っても決めてるでしょ。で決めてて名前の代わりに使うものじゃん。そういうのがねないのよ。欧米もニックネームってあるよね。
Maybe not the same degree that Paul was explaining. For people who have like Western common names, there are some names that are really easy to make nicknames out of, and some names that are hard to make nicknames out of.
Correct.
So, for example, Christopher, people call them Chris.
Yeah.
Right? Or Benjamin, Ben. I mean, that's short name. That's kind of a nickname in a way. Or Richard and Dick. I don't know why that is. Or like William, Bill.
Billy. Nathaniel, Nathan.
Yeah.
ニックネームじゃないけど、例えば山本のことを山さんと呼ぶとかだったらまだなんかちょっとわかるけど、中国の名前でポールって言われたらどうなってるってなるかもしれない。ニックネームが理解されないでした。次。
はい。あんまり言いたくないんですけど、文字読めなくてウォシュレットでびっくりしたことです。Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Look for like the flush button. But there's a lot of buttons.
There's too many goddamn buttons.
There's so many buttons.
そうか、まずルーマニアにはウォシュレットがないんだよね。
ない。
で、日本に来てまだ漢字もよくわかりませんってこと？
そう。
で、流すボタンを
ボタンを押そうとしたらビデのボタンを押して、
どんな感じになったんですか？
もうびっくりして、で一応座ってたけど、うわ何これって立ってびっくりして、でまたバーッ
Oh no! Right in the eye. How right in the kisser, huh?
なんか喋ってくれてありがとうございます。なんか女の子にそんな喋らせてよくないよね。
今は、特に大きいところだったら英語も書いてたりするから多分心配ないですけど、私が来日した時にはまだ全部のワシュレットに英語を載せてたわけではないんで。
しかもさ、お尻に水がこう飛んでるマークみたいなのしか書いてないやつあるやん。
確かに。
あれとこの温泉の流れるみたいなマークしか書いてないとこが2つ並んでたら分からんよね。
Because using a toilet should be like the most basic thing a human should be able to operate. You know what I mean? Like driving a car, operating machinery, yeah, that takes some training. But a toilet is like a piece of machinery that should be like innate. You do your business, get it out of here, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But Japanese toilets are so high tech. They have so many goddamn buttons. It's like what do I press? Which one's the one that makes it go away, right? Because you could mess up.
Yeah, you think it's part of the same like machine, but sometimes the Nagasu button is like somewhere else.
Yeah,
so maybe it's on the wall. I'm like looking. I'm like looking at the toilet if it has the handle. Sometimes it doesn't have the handle, and I'm like, where the heck is the Nagasu button?
Yeah.
漢字1文字で書かれても外国人の人分かりづらいよね、まず。でも流すっていう字で書いてあるとこ多いし、アイコンにしようとするじゃん、日本人。分かりやすく。 であれがピンとこない可能性もあるよね。
ありますね。
あります。
緊急ボタンを押してなくてよかったわ。
It's like, just imagine you're like trying to do like number 2 and you have Google Translate. Which one is flush?
Panicking. Oh,
写真でトランスレート翻訳してるやつ。
Yeah.
トイレの流すので
I have to hold this still. Bidet was, what the hell's bidet?
ということで、文字が読めなくてウォシュレットで困ったでした。じゃあ次。
Donnie?
はい、お願いします。
The song they play at the end of the day in Japanese stores, I didn't know what it meant. I thought, you know, it meant party. You know, the song that goes like, doo 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 I thought, you know, to me, I play that song on New Year's. It's like my Toshikoshi song.
that's
you
a
know?
New Year's Eve song.
Exactly. You have beers with your bud, and then you're like singing. There's lyrics in the song. For all the acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. You know, that's what I know. So it's time to party. But in Japan, it means get out of my store. I'm trying to go home. I have a family to go home to.
あの音楽流れたら、あ、これ帰るタイミングだなってみんな思うんじゃないの？
思わない。
No, I'm not looking at my clock. I don't know what time the store closes. All I think, oh, they know this song. Cool. And I keep shopping.
It's like just part of like the soundtrack they have.
Yeah.
あ、そういうこと。海外であの曲は帰りの曲じゃないんだ。
No, no.
No.
そもそもないよ。
で、パーリーの曲なんだ。
It's a
Yes.
New Year's Day.
It's a New Year's Day song.
I have a funny story about that actually. When I was living in an international dorm, we had a party, and the organizers were Japanese, so they were the shikai, the ones that like go around the party, and we played games. We had a lot of fun, right? And it was the party was about to like come to an end, right? After a while. And the Japanese organizers saw that like everyone was still talking, having a good time and everything. I was like, oof, it's kind of kimaizui to like, you know, tell them everyone to read. So what they did is they played that song.
Oh my
そした
god.
らどうなった？
Nothing happened. Everyone just kept on doing what they were doing.
Yeah, right, because no one knows what that
That's what that means.
means. Oh, I love this song.
And they just let the song play for like 3-4 minutes and they were like, why is no one leaving? So,
多分日本人の 99% はあの曲になったら帰るもんだと思ってるから、逆にそのみんなの国でこれは帰る曲だなっていうのがあったりするの？
ただ言うだけですよ。閉店時間です。
あ、ピンポンパンポーンってなって、
Yeah.
もう終わりますよ。
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like, we are now closing the store in 10 minutes. Please exit the premises.
そういう感じ。
逆になんでもう終わりますの歌があるの日本。
なんかそうもちろんもう閉店しますも多分言うと思うのよ、でもその10分15分前からもう終わりますよってやったらみんなを急がせなくて済むじゃん。いやなんでピンときてないいやちょっと待ってでも日本人はやっぱこうね優しいから帰れっていうのはちょっとちょっとこうねなんかあんまり言いたくないからみんながこうそろそろ帰る時間かなって思わせるような音楽をふわーって流して分かってもらうっていうのが分かりづらすぎるってことだ。
Oh, no, here's what they do. They stop playing the music. That's what happens in Kaigan. They stop playing music. Because usually there's like background, there's like radio, like top 50 tracks going on. But as soon as you hear the background music click off, you're like, oh god, I gotta get out. I gotta get out of here. That's what we do. So we don't play a song. We cut the music off.
流すんじゃなくて逆に止めるね。
Yes.
日本ってそんなに音楽うるさくないからそもそも止めてもみんな気づかないと思う。
And the other thing that we do is we dim the lights too. We like turn off one of the main lights so that it just gets like you can still see, but it's a little bit darker than usual. It's like, oh crap, they're closing. We should go.
Although, like, what I want to know is like, why did they choose that song? Of all the songs in the world, they chose that one.
知ってる方がいたらコメント欄までよろしくお願いします。ということで閉店の時に流れる音楽の意味がわからなかった。
I didn't know what it meant, so I stayed in the store until morning.
それは嘘やろ。はいということで今日は外国人が日本でした恥ずかしい経験について話してみました。どうだった？いや僕は楽しく聞きました。
Of course you did.
Of course.
今度富士に外国で恥ずかしいことを聞いた方がいいかな。
あんまり海外行ったことないから。
あ、そうなの。
あ、じゃあ一緒に行って恥ずかしいところを
させる。
他に皆さんがトークしてほしいトピックがあればコメント欄までよろしくお願いします。
Or write your Hazukashi story in the comments, we'll read them.
そうね、逆の話も聞いてみたいよね。みんなが海外でした恥ずかしい話みたいな。それでは次の動画でまたお会いしましょう。バイバイ。チャンネル
どうぞ。
く
お願い
します。